Hey guys, so Cliff Bleszinski is starting a new video game company.
Yay.
And that video game company is called Boss Key Productions.
Lame.
It's a pretty lame name.
Cliffyb,
you gotta come up with something better than that.
Cliffyb.
Doesn't like being called Cliffyb at all, Brianna.
I don't care.
I don't think he'd be too pleased if he watched this and heard Cliffyb. I don't know. Why does he even not like it? It's pretty cool. It's pretty slick. I don't know. He's just very
It sounds
weird.
like a 10-year-old little
I don't know.
Justin Bieber.
Maybe. I have no idea.
That's what that sounds like.
They're making a game, though.
Okay.
Yeah? It's called Project?
It's called Project.
It's called... Not Project. It's called Project Blue Streak.
Is it called Project Blue Streak or is it called Blue Streak? Is it Project because it's a Project Blue Streak?
Well,
Or is it
officially it's called
Project
Project Blue Streak, but it's called Blue Streak when people refer to it, or at least from what I've seen. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not the official name at all. It's just like a temporary name that they have.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what you call it.
I guess.
The plan is to have 5-on-5 I can't speak at all right now. 5-on-5 competitive play with free-for-all as the first gameplay mode.
That's how I used to play Call of Duty, and I dominated all the time.
Yeah.
People hated me. I was called names.
That's not very nice. People are really mean online.
Because I was a girl. I was either a 10-year-old
They didn't know
boy.
you were a girl, did they?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you talked?
sometimes.
Okay.
I eventually just stopped talking. So I got
There is a
emails.
very distinct difference, by the way, between the voice of a 10-year-old boy and a girl.
Not to Call of Duty players. That's not...
I don't know what is wrong with people. No, I was on a server playing Counter-Strike the other day and like, is that a girl? Is that a 10-year-old boy? I'm like, it's a boy. It's clearly a boy. Stop being desperate for a girl to be talking, because seriously, it's stupid. And it just annoys me. But anyways, back to this. Apparently they want to do something different with the gameplay of the 5-on-5 kind of first-person environment that they're trying to create. Similar to Titanfall, I guess, in terms of innovation. Like with Titanfall, they kind of implemented parkour and a bunch of different things in the first-person genre.
And mechs.
But mechs were already there. It's just
Falling down
combining
from
those
the sky.
together was
Yeah.
what they did. And what Cliffy B is saying is he's saying that there's a lot of room to like expand the genre and implement new things. So I'm hoping that whatever this game ends up being is something more creative than Gears of War. Cause
Hey, Gears of War was really...
was it creative when it first came out? I don't know.
Yes, it was.
It was
Especially
a third-person game with the cover shooting.
Especially
and,
the two-player co-op on the same screen.
Pretty sure two-player co-op's been done since GoldenEye.
Yeah, but I mean, online, playing with other people online.
Maybe. Well, I mean, there wasn't really an online ecosystem.
And also
with GoldenEye,
the
so-
bayonet chainsaw.
The chainsaw was cool. Yes, that's true.
I mean,
That is
how
true.
could you not say that that wasn't innovative?
It was innovative. Okay, I'll take it back. For its time, it was innovative, but eventually it just became very stale, and they didn't even try to be innovative anymore after the first game. Maybe that's why he was forced to be like that. I don't know.
It's a franchise. You have to continue on that franchise. You can't really stray from that. You have to
It's a big problem, though,
keep
isn't
delivering what people want.
it? It prevents new IPs from being created. It's a big problem
It
in the
doesn't
industry.
create new IPs from being created. It creates better sequels.
Maybe.
It prevents better sequels.
Because people go with like what's safe rather than
Yeah.
what's interesting.
What's
That's
been
true.
done,
Sorry, and he's looking for District 9 type weaponry.
which I don't even remember. I remember the mace.
I don't remember. It was pretty out there, though. But he's saying he doesn't want it to be too out there. When you're talking
Yeah.
about District 9, the weapons that they were using were pretty sophisticated from what I recall. I don't remember a
I don't
mace. I remember
remember.
guns. Like, I think they were laser guns or something. I'm not 100%
Well, no, in
sure.
the alien, in the little alien's house, he had that mace thing that he accidentally sprayed in his eyes, and then he started turning into an alien.
Yeah. That wasn't a weapon,
That
though.
was that was
I think it's supposed to heal them. I think it's some sort of, like, healing device. Or I have no idea what its intention... I can't remember.
Weapons from that the aliens
I don't
used.
think it's a weapon. I think it was intended to be something else, because when it got sprayed, it seemed like they were really unsure of what was going to happen. They didn't seem like that was their intended purpose. They were kind of panicky, and he was like, what happened? Because he went to the aliens for help, because he didn't know where else to go. And the alien helped him, et cetera, whatever. Why are we talking about District 9? I guess because we're trying to figure out what weapons were in District 9.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't either. We'll have to check District 9. I have to watch it again. I still have a sealed Blu-ray of District 9 because that movie is so depressing and such a
It
downer that
is.
I have a hard time watching it again, even though I bought it like 5 years ago on
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Just like True Grit.
Intending to watch it again. Yeah, True Grit 2.
True Grit's still sealed.
Still sealed.
We bought it. And we were like, oh,
True
I
Grit
can't
and
watch
District
this again.
9 are 2 movies that we are
Also
having a lot of
because
trouble
Matt
watching.
Damon's character really creeps me out.
Yeah, he was creepy, but that
Disgusting.
was the objective, so he did a really good job of being creepy.
I just don't like Matt Damon as well, so... I
Matt
know
Damon's
he's
a
your
very-
man crush.
No, he's not a man crush, but he's a very good actor, so Brianna doesn't know what she's talking about. Whatever. You also think Nicolas Cage is a bad actor, and everyone
really
knows
do.
Nicolas Cage is the best actor ever to hit Hollywood.
There's a lot of
I'm
men
just kidding,
that
he's
are
not that good.
attractive in Hollywood that I don't find attractive.
Okay.
Like the big A-listers. I don't understand why.
Why are we talking about that?
I don't know, you just started talking about other actors.
Nicolas Cage is not even remotely attractive.
No, he's not.
I don't think to anyone.
It's bad acting.
Sorry.
But
Sorry, Nicolas Cage. You are very good in some movies. Brianna's wrong, but you made some real stinkers.
No.
He's never gonna watch this. I don't even know why I'm apologizing to
Yeah.
him.
It doesn't matter. Wasted words.
You know what? We should probably go on to the next topic, which is Civilization Beyond Earth, because this game looks really freaking awesome.
So cool.
I am really impressed. This gameplay demo that came out, I think it was a
2
week or
weeks
so
ago.
2 weeks ago? No, it was less
When
than
was
that.
today?
It was the 3rd. Today's the 12th. It was less than a week. It was about a week and a half ago.
Okay, so we didn't talk about it last
We
week
didn't
because
talk about
we
it.
put up a video of our children dancing.
Yes, Dancing to Rez. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out.
Cora
It's
almost smashes her
somewhere
head
in our
open
channel.
like 5 times.
What?
Cora almost smashes her head
Yes,
open like 5
she
times.
does.
It's really scary.
It was actually very scary. We're recording. We're like desperately trying not to get up and
Yes.
grab her because we wanted to have the footage for it. We're like, she's getting really close. We don't want her to hit her head. Please don't hit your head.
My
but
butt cheeks were clenched. Oh, we're gonna go to the emergency room. Glass table.
Brianna was filming because I was
Head.
playing Rez, and anyways, it was a good video though. They were really cute.
It was
the
cute.
way they were dancing.
They always dance. Any music
Yeah.
that comes on, they just start dancing.
Just play music and it's instant. If you start dancing too, it's almost like it's a catalyst
Oh,
because
yeah.
it gets them going even
They
faster.
get so excited.
And Chloe's got moves.
Yeah.
You guys should see some of the moves that she has.
Cora's
now.
just pretty much headbanging right now.
That was only a small
But,
sample. Yeah, Cora's just
she'll
headbanging,
get there.
waving her arms.
Yeah.
She's at that stage, but Chloe's like moving, doing all these crazy things, like better than I can dance. To be
Weird
honest
stuff
with you.
comes out.
Oh man, I don't even know where she learns some of the stuff that she does. But yeah, back to Civilization Beyond Earth. It looks pretty graphically impressive.
Yeah.
It looks like a bit of a step up over Civ 5, and in general the environments
I
look
don't
more
think so.
compelling.
I think the
Well, I
environments
think it's
are more
maybe just the
interesting.
environments are more interesting, and that's what's making me feel like it's
Yeah.
more impressive, maybe than the actual fact that it's more impressive.
The aliens.
I don't know if it is.
Look creepy. It's kind of creepy.
It's cool
kind
though.
of-
I liked it. The aliens are kind of replacing the barbarians as like the faction
Well-
that's just kind of there.
When I play, I usually keep the barbarians off because
Okay.
I hate them. I hate them so much. It's just such
Are
a
you-
nuisance.
But it feels like you can't turn the aliens off. It
And
feels like
there's-
you'd be ruining the game if you turn them off. But yeah.
No, well, there's probably an option because that one alien. I think some of the aliens are cool, but that one alien that tunnels through as it moves.
Well, it reminded
that
me
will
of.
destroy your stuff. That's
Yeah.
gonna piss me off.
It's cool. It reminded me of the sandworm in Dune, where just like it flowed through the spice or the sand, I should say, and it just came and attacked your base sometimes, or attacked your men and ate your men like as you walked over it. So I think that's a really cool kind of unpredictable factor. Dune.
Dune. I never played that.
Yeah, I know you don't play good games.
I don't play good games. I play terrible games.
They added some quests too, which seems interesting, where you can complete
Yeah.
quests.
I
And
think that sounds fun.
yeah, you can get bonuses or benefits. They didn't really explain what those would be.
No, but it's probably the same thing as like finding ancient runes or natural wonders,
But
stuff like that.
But it's different because they want to add some context to the world.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then the buildings in the cities will change according to your affinity. So
Which that is really cool.
yes, it is very cool because everything's the same in Civ 5.
Yeah,
You
even
know,
when
you
you're a
just-
different
it doesn't
civilization,
matter.
it's the same buildings. Which, if you're a different civilization, it feels like it should be buildings
that are
to that type of
associated with
architect.
your-
Like
exactly.
yeah, but
I think it's really
jinxing me.
No, I don't. No, I do
A
definitely
Jones
do
soda?
not. Yes, Jones soda.
Yes.
But the affinities, I think we talked about the affinities before on a previous
Yes, we
TecCast.
did.
But again, as a reminder, there's supremacy.
You spelled supremacy wrong.
It doesn't matter. I was spelling quickly.
Yeah.
Supremacy, which is basically when humans are wanting to augment themselves, make themselves independent of the planet. They just want to be able to go on any planet, anywhere.
Which is scary,
Anytime.
but the smartest thing.
To an extent, it depends on how you look at it. Purity, which means that they just don't want to change who they are. They're humans. They will not change the fact that they are human.
The planet needs to be planet Earth.
Yes, they will change the planet to be what it needs to be to support them as it did on the
Which
planet.
that seems like too much work.
I don't know.
F that.
Then there's Harmony, and they want to become part of the planet, kind of adapt their genes and
Pussies.
everything to be part of the planet. Brianna said pussies. I don't really think they are.
When I first heard about the factions, I was like, oh, I'd probably play Harmony first. And then I just saw Supremacy destroy Harmony in the demo, and I'm like, no.
Yeah,
like,
Supremacy
not
just,
interested in
just
Harmony.
crushed Harmony. It was not even close. Maybe because they were at a really early stage or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but they got demolished.
But I really like dominating things. Like
Yeah.
That sounded kind of sexual.
No, it didn't at all
Did I
until
just
you
make
said
that
it.
sexual?
Yeah, yep, you did it
I
again.
like
that's I think that's like the second time you've done that.
I'm a pervert.
Yes. Supremacy reminds me a lot of Deus Ex, or the Deus Ex franchise, because of the augmentations. They keep talking about augmentations and really futuristic, and it just sounds like that type of mentality,
I
in my
never played
opinion.
that, but you did.
You should. I loved Deus Ex Human Revolution a lot. The original one I didn't play as much. I think I played the beginning. It was too...
Call yourself a Deus Ex
The problem
fan.
was... No, listen. The problem was that I only found out about Deus Ex maybe like 7 years after the original game was made, and I'm like, oh, I should probably play this. And then I did play it. And then Deus Ex Human Revolution came out. I played it only briefly, though, because the graphics and like the engine would run too fast. For, because it was so old, the game just went in fast forward, and it was like, oh my god, I tried throttling it, but it just didn't work out very well at the
I don't even know
time.
what that means.
Throttling means to decrease the speed. There you
That
go.
sounds like that's increasing the speed.
No, it's not. Trust me.
Throttle.
Someone's gonna
It's like
support
when you
me in the
throttle a
comments.
motorcycle, right?
Well,
Is
you
that
change
even
the
right?
throttle. You adjust
To
the
change
throttle.
the speed. That's like shifting. Is that like...
Okay. It's okay. We're done.
I'm just trying to get a grasp. You don't know about cars, so don't even pretend.
Moving on. Deus Ex Human Revolution came out, and I was actually surprised by it because I didn't expect it at all. I didn't even know it was coming out until my friend told me. I was like, hell yeah. So I played that, and I loved it. I loved every minute of that game. I really enjoyed it. I had troubles like getting myself to stop playing it because that's how good it was. And
That's how I felt about Viva Pinata.
yeah. And which is a horrible game, for the record. I played it for 10 minutes and I hated it in every way. Although, I have to say
You're not
that
a real gamer.
there were a couple of my friends who were like, Viva Pinata is awesome. I'm just like, I don't get it. Sorry.
You can go to great detail in that game. You can invest a lot of time into that game, and it's well worth it. Especially if you get a lion with like glasses and a wig and some little shoes. He's worth like $10,000, and then you sell him.
Oh, sorry, were you still talking?
Talking about my lion with my glasses and shoes.
Oh,
He was very cute.
okay. So, Civilization Beyond Earth, Affinity's Supremacy is very reminiscent of Deus Ex, which is my point. And that probably will be the faction I choose, or the Affinity, I should say, I choose because just it sounds the coolest to me out of all of them.
Which is, he doesn't
More
even...
technological.
He's never even played Civ, any of the Civs.
This Civ looks more interesting to me than any of the other Civs because I'm more into like the futuristic type games and things like that.
Well, this
one looks like it's in that kind of domain.
There was the, whatever, I don't even know. Continue.
Yeah, so Sony confirms a Frozen-themed PS4 for Japan.
That's... okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Sure? Why?
Why Frozen?
Yeah, the movie,
The
Frozen,
movie?
on a game console.
About two girls, two sisters.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of the two sisters with, like, snowflakes around them.
Yeah. I think it's for people who like Frozen and PlayStation 4. I guess Japanese people will like it.
I guess.
I guess.
The Japanese market always gets the
They
little
do get the
things like
weirdest
that.
crap in the world, so
People
I guess
buy
it
it.
makes sense. This would be a mistake anywhere else in the world,
Yeah.
but in Japan, I suppose someone.
I
would
mean,
want
the
a
only
Frozen
people
game.
I think would buy that in the States would be, like, crazy Disney collector people.
Yeah.
And even then, why would they buy a $400 PlayStation 4?
You have to import it anyways. No, because they're not going to release in the States. Yeah, it's stupid. It's insane. But collectors, well, you say that. Why would people spend $400 on PlayStation 4? But we spend that much money on statues. So to an extent, if you're a collector,
this is different because if it's I mean, you're not going to use the PlayStation 4 if you're collecting it for the Frozen purpose.
it's going to be for display purposes only.
Why would you just display a PlayStation 4?
I'm sure there's some people who do that. I'm sure of it. Absolutely sure.
Weird.
This is still very weird. There's nothing about this that isn't weird to me.
And it's not even that pretty. It's not like in an ice blue or anything. It's like
No.
a yellowish
It's
looking
terrible.
color on
It's
it.
yellow, which makes it's like gold and black.
Shouldn't it be like icy blue, like a pretty, like a galaxy, a galactic iceberg.
Yeah.
Blue and
yes.
white.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I know you think you're getting a little too out there, but you're definitely
I know,
right.
I thought you were looking at me like, oh my gosh, here she goes again.
No, you know that look. That wasn't that look. You should have known better. But anyway. But yeah, it's still crazy. I don't know why it exists. Please stop existing. I hope it gets canceled. Be like, the Frozen Theme PS4 is canceled.
Well,
and
what's it?
not a
what does it
single
matter
person
if it gets
gave a
canceled
fuck
or not?
on
It's
this
only
game.
coming out in Japan.
I don't know. Who cares? Can video games be sports? No! Moving on. No. Seriously. I have a problem with this. Video games being called sports or the whole esports thing. For me, a sport has to be something that involves an extreme level of physical, psychological, and, well, I should say, yeah, physical and psychological exertion, and along with having some sort of level of very high level of skill involved to be at the top of this, sport. So that, for me, is probably like any sport that's fast-paced, like, not really fast-paced, but any sport that really needs you need to be strong, you need to be fit, you need to be physically able to kind of do this really, really well. So baseball's out.
So golf's a sport?
Golf's out. No, those are borderline. Those are very borderline sports for me. I mean,
Golf
there's a high.
sucks.
It's a very high level of skill in golf, and I think that's why they call it a sport. But for me, it's like hockey, basketball, football, American and European football, both of them. Even though they're completely different, I don't know why I put them on the same finger. Like rugby, anything like that.
Water polo.
Yeah, water polo.
That's really hard.
Swimming is a sport, I guess. It depends on how you play it.
Yeah. How you play it? You don't really play swimming.
So then it's not a sport.
You compete.
Okay.
You compete though. You race.
Whatever. I think my point is clear. Is there a high level of skill involved in a video game to the point where not many people can get to that point? No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so. Because if I spend enough time on a video... Listen to me. If I spend enough time on a video game, I can get as good as these people. If I spend enough time on it. Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
It's not about your physical fitness. It's only about your ability to click a mouse or type on a keyboard,
Or a controller, which you are not good with controllers.
Listen,
and there are people me who are better at controllers than you.
Here's the thing, though. If I spend enough time just playing the game, I'll be better than everyone, or I'll get to that point. The thing is, with, let's say a sport like hockey, you can spend a lot of time playing hockey, but you will not be able to get to the top of the game.
It's like that with everything.
No, because you need to work out, you need to be in shape, you need to run, you need to train, and do all these other things. It's not just about playing the sport. There's a lot of third party, there's a lot of outside factors, I'm thinking about video games here, involved. So...
No. I mean,
okay,
yes,
well,
but I'm saying you can't say that someone could sit there and practice. Me, for instance, I cannot. No matter how much I play Counter-Strike, I'm not going to be good at Counter-Strike.
That's not true.
I'm not going to. I've
I'm
tried.
sitting
I've
you
played
in a room
12 hours
with
of Counter-Strike.
Food and Counter-Strike.
12 hours.
Okay, that's not a lot. That's nothing for Counter-Strike. The learning curve is very high.
When you...
But anyone can...
Not all in one day. I mean, that's a lot of time. That's like...
No, I'm locking you in a room with potato chips and Counter-Strike and you're playing.
I don't want potato chips.
What do you want, ice cream?
No.
Whatever.
Loaf of bread with mustard.
That's disgusting. What?
You asked me.
Ah. But anyways...
Honey mustard.
Sure, that sounds more reasonable at least. But at the same time, I still feel like there needs to be something else. There needs to be physical fitness involved for me in video games for it to be a sport. This is how I've always envisioned video games. Like Tron, for example. Like that type of, you're running around, you're actually needing to do these things in order to succeed.
Well, you can do that in virtual reality. Yeah,
but I'm not talking about virtual reality. I'm talking about, let's say, this is how I envisioned it in my mind. An arena, like a hockey arena, for example, and you have a flat surface, and on that flat surface, you put on some glasses or whatever to enhance it, and then some walls get put up and obstacles, and the world comes to life in front of you, and all the audience and the fans, they can see that world too. So they're live watching you run around, and you have to be like tip-top shape in order to compete in this virtual kind of environment.
That sounds really scary.
But that's how I envision it.
No, because
that's when video games become sports to me.
No, because the video games that are sports deal with violence and...
Well, you can tone down the violent factors. Like, it doesn't have to be bullets you're firing. It could be lasers or something that doesn't...
lasers, because lasers don't burn off body parts or
yeah,
anything.
but obviously you're not going to be...
You.
You're not going to be burning off body parts. It's going to be a virtual world. It's not going to be, like, actually people dying here. You're going to be eliminated or removed like paintball. It's not...
Then if the audience... How could the audience see the virtual world?
Like they would of any other sport? What are you talking about?
If you have to put on glasses to see this virtual world and fight with virtual stuff,
but it would just be projected to the people, like just projected down.
Okay,
that's it.
The projection, but you can't project the weapons being fired and the people getting hit.
Yeah, you can. Why not? Just be an overlay.
How could you?
Look, anyways, this is just an imaginary scenario.
Well, your imagination sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's awesome. Anyone, I'm telling you, that to me is when it becomes a sport.
12 hours seems like a lot to me, and now I'm thinking about it, and it's like, that's not a lot now.
It's not. There's people who've played like
I really didn't like Counter-Strike, that's
hours
why.
of Counter-Strike.
I've played like 1,900 hours of Team Fortress 2.
Wow. I played more than
I was looking at my hours played in games today on Steam or whatever.
It would be interesting to look at hours played versus skill level, and then you could kind of support the argument that I have of how you can just play a game for a certain amount of time and eventually you'll be as good as these people because that's all you really need is time put into the game. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think that's true though. I think because just like cooking, for instance, another example. Okay. You could sit there and cook and cook and cook and you won't necessarily get better. If you're too dumb to like figure out how certain spices work together or check your food at a specific time or do this or that or try different things, you're not going to get any better.
I think then you're just dumb and that's
a lot of
too
people
bad.
can't cook.
Sorry.
What can you cook?
I can cook a lot. I can make pancakes, I can make crepes, I can make chicken.
He can make crepes.
I can make
chicken scampies.
Chicken scampies are
and
very
peanut butter and jellies.
Peanut butter and jellies. I used to be able to make Kraft dinner, but well, you call it Kraft mac and cheese because you're American. But I call it Kraft dinner because I'm Canadian. Yeah, I used to be able to make that, but we don't make it anymore, so I probably lost my ability to... No, I didn't. I've made that like a million times. But I can make any pasta, so...
Well, what?
Yeah.
What?
Any.
Any?
Any.
Can you whip some of this out, please? Because I am hungry.
You're not hungry.
I would
just
really
had
like
way
some
too much
pasta.
food.
You did.
So did you.
No, I didn't. I feel really good, actually. Because I didn't stuff my face full of the rhubarb pie.
Are video games sports or can they be sports?
I don't think they should be sports. I think it can get competitive on the same level as sports can, but it's not physically demanding, which is what sports need to be. You're just sitting there.
Needs some sort of physically demanded element. So I don't know why you were arguing with me then.
Because I can.
Oh, perfect. Excellent.
You're wrong. Half of your argument was just wrong. It's not.
It wasn't wrong at all, but all right. College is offering League of Legends scholarships to kind of tie into this, so
which is stupid.
This is ridiculous. It makes no sense. Don't do this ever. Done.
Whoever goes to sign up and to register and be like, I want League of Legends
scholarship.
How do I sign up for this scholarship? Like, you don't. You're gonna get made fun of.
You know what another real problem is? Speaking of ridiculous, is that people, if they want game to be considered or to be taken seriously as a sport or an esport and things like that, but they have stupid names for their teams, like
I know.
Ninjas in Pajamas. I mean, that's funny, but it's stupid. Like, I know, it's clever and everything.
No, it isn't.
Come on,
How's
guys.
That clever? Ninjas in Pajamas?
And I think there's like Call of Complexity. There's there's a bunch of stupid things like pandas flying through the sky. I mean, that one's not real. I know Ninjas in Pajamas and Complexity because I used to do Counter-Strike broadcasts, and they're still around, I think. Right? Anyway,
I have no idea.
But the thing is, for me, you look at real sports like you have the Montreal Canadiens, the Boston Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs. Like, these are names that like actually resonate. They mean something. Whereas Ninjas in Pajamas, I just picture a ninja in pajamas and I laugh. I'm like, that's not even. I can't take you seriously.
What are you even talking about?
What?
I agree with you, the names are stupid, but why would you just sit there and picture ninja in pajamas? That doesn't even...
Because that's what I think about when I hear Ninjas in Pajamas. That's what I'm envisioning. Is that a problem?
But why would you envision something over someone's team name?
Because that's the point. You need a logo, don't you? That logo just sounds ridiculous to me. You have to look at professional sports and use them as a model if you want to be taken seriously. That's my point. You need your names to be something that you can say without laughing. That's it.
Why would you laugh at ninjas in pajamas? It's not even funny. I don't even get that.
It's not funny. It's just ridiculous. That's my point. That's my point.
That's stupid.
You're not getting it. It's fine.
I am getting it. I'm just choosing to ignore you.
Mortal Kombat X reveal that, speaking of competitive, Evo.
Evo started yesterday.
Yeah.
We haven't been watching it.
No.
He didn't even know about it, really.
Nope.
Like, I mean, you knew about it, but you didn't know
Because
about it.
why should I? It's dumb.
It's really fun to watch.
It's
Some of the matches get super intense. It's crazy.
Some
These
people are
really
yell at me, but I don't
skilled.
care. Wow, we're talking about skill. I don't think they're skilled. This is what you disagree with me on. I think they're skilled, but not in a way that actually I can't myself be or something
You
like that.
can't.
No?
You cannot.
I can't?
You suck.
Okay.
And we've been through this.
You want to know why I
You couldn't
suck?
beat Katana.
Because I haven't put hundreds of thousands of hours
I picked it up and
into
played it
these
twice, and I
games.
flippin' beat it.
Okay.
You were playing it like 16 times in a row. You got upset.
This is going on too long.
No,
Competitive
it's not.
gaming is
Shush.
fake. No.
Competitive gaming is not fake. It's just not a sport.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't deserve to be classified as a sport.
I shouldn't say that at all. I'm that's not true. That
It's
statement
not
was not
fake.
true. Competitive
Yeah, and
gaming is
talk
very
about how
true because I'm
competitive you are.
extremely competitive. The only thing is, it's not a sport.
It's not a sport.
Why are we still on that topic though? Because
Because-
Raiden has been revealed in Mortal Kombat X. We should be pumped about this.
It's really cool.
Yes, we're done with the sport thing. There's 3 different kind of, I don't know, types. You gonna call them? What do they call them?
I don't remember.
Whatever. He is a Thunder
Personas?
God. Yeah, whatever. No. Thunder God, which is
No.
electrocution combos. Displacer, which is teleportation. And Stormlord, which is lightning traps. Well, I think these 3 different types are cool. The only
Yeah.
problem is they are locking certain movesets behind each character. Like a teleport, that's a pretty basic move for Raiden. And they're taking it and only allowing you to use it when you're Displacer Raiden.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure that he just doesn't
100%.
get more teleportation?
I don't think
in
so.
different
He still has
ways?
his basic move set, I think, but that is, I'm almost 100% sure if you're making a teleportation kind of, oh, I just hit my microphone.
Microphone.
If you're making a teleportation kind of move set, there's no way that you're going to be able to use that with other.
Whatever. I think it's cool, and I don't really care. And I think you're being a whiny baby.
I'm just saying.
I really liked electrocution
might bother me.
combos.
It might bother me.
Those looked so cool. But I
Yeah.
also liked the teleportation. How quickly he can teleport around.
Yeah, it was cool.
I remember playing Mortal Kombat something with old friends,
Mhm.
and the teleportation thing was just crazy. Like, sometimes we'd get really good stuff going.
You can get really good with teleportation, which is why I think it's cool that they're making it its own move set. But at the same time, I don't know.
You just said it was not cool.
No, I said there's cool elements about it. Like, there's cool elements about these 3 different movesets existing, but I'm worried that they're removing certain moves that you consider classic to the character that you can only access if you use that moveset.
I thought the lightning traps were cool.
Yes, the lightning traps is something I'd never seen before, which is why it was so cool. He's never had something, or
Yeah.
you've never had the ability to, like, put lightning down and make basically a trap.
It wasn't as
where
impressive
you can
looking as
fall
the
into from-
teleportation or the electrocution
No,
combos,
but it was
though.
pretty cool, though.
But it was still cool.
Apparently it was supposed to be like some big reveal, but I don't think it was that crazy of a reveal. Like, okay.
I don't think it was supposed to
Raiden-
be a big reveal.
Wasn't? It
No,
seemed like the way you were telling me.
I just think that
Yeah.
you took it
When
like
I think
that.
of reveal, I think of like something big. It was just like Raiden, all
He
right,
thinks
expected
of
character.
naked chicks popping
great.
out of cakes and confetti falling and
Not really, but
money
that would be cool.
being shoved down his pants.
No, not that.
You wouldn't want money
I
shoved
don't.
down your pants?
I don't want money shoved down my pants. Money's dirty. Like, do you know how many people touch money?
Yeah.
How dirty and disgusting it is?
And
I
your
don't want it.
wiener is dirty and disgusting too.
No,
so what does it
incorrect.
matter?
Incorrect. It is very clean. I just took a shower. The game looks really fluid, though. I think this reinforced it. Graphically, it's the best Mortal Kombat we've ever seen, without a doubt. It's leaps and bounds
It's
above.
getting gross.
even the
That's
previous
what's
one.
happening here.
The fatalities are stupid, but that's amazing.
The X-rays are stupid. The X-rays
Yeah.
are fatalities.
Yes,
Extra fatalities.
that's something that bothered me in Mortal Kombat 9, and coming to Mortal Kombat 10, I'm kind of thinking, okay, guys, like, I think the character that Raiden was fighting, I don't know his name, I think he's a new character to the game as well, but he put his sword through his neck, twisted the sword, and cracked his spine in half. You are dead, or paralyzed, one of the two.
Fatality.
So-
it was so gruesome. It was a fatality.
It was very gruesome. So this is something that's bothering a lot of people too. It's not just me. There's people who wrote articles about this whole thing, and what they responded with is that this is something that makes their game unique. It's like their own personal combo thing. It's the unique element for Mortal Kombat. But I really think that when you stick a sword through someone's neck, you're going a bit too far, and it just seems like, okay, this guy's dead. It kind of takes you away from the game a little bit.
I feel like that's like, it's a fatality in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
It is.
It doesn't
and then
work.
you should just be dead. It should take away all your health, no matter where it's at. And it should be the end of the flippin' game.
I think it should be the end of the fight. I think that to an extent, you should be done.
I think they should either lessen the X-rays or just take them out completely and just do maybe
I like them,
a build-up
though.
where you have a chance to throw out a fatality, and if you get it off, then you win. But if you don't, then you suck and you lose.
Yeah, that would be interesting too. But I like the whole perspective it brings, and like the way you see like the bones being crushed and everything like that. It's really
That's
cool.
icky.
But all right, you think I think it's cool. Yeah, and the other thing that we saw is you can pick up things in the world and throw them at your enemy, even people, which was pretty mean.
We talked about that last time.
No, I know we did, but we didn't actually see some of this stuff. Like they threw a person. They grabbed a person out of the background and threw them at the enemy.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny, but also really mean.
There's a giant saber tooth just sleeping.
Yeah, there's a saber
Behind
tooth,
him.
just like,
But
you
it's-
know what, or a mammoth, was it? Was it a saber
It
tooth?
was a saber tooth.
Okay. Yeah, just sleeping, just chilling in the background. The background looked alive though, like really detailed, and it just looked like you could jump right into it in terms of like the three-dimensional depth that it brought.
But why would you have to jump into it if
Like,
it was just the background?
If I feel like I could jump into it
You
and
just walk.
through,
Alright.
but I have to jump into the game. Whatever.
Okay.
I think we're done. I'm so exhausted, and I don't even know what I said for the past 30 minutes. I'll have to watch it.
Crybaby.
I'm
all
tired.
day.
I didn't
No, you're
sleep
not
well.
tired. If we weren't doing this and we just went to straight playing video games, he'd be playing video games until 1 o'clock in the
But
morning.
playing video games is easier. I just have to sit
No,
there
it isn't.
and just go like click, 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 click. Here I'm having to talk. I have to do a lot of things, you know?
You have to do a lot of things. This is really exerting for you.
It's very exerting for me. I'm tired. Let me go to sleep.
That was fun.
Please. Yes, it was
We
fun.
disagreed a lot.
We did.
We didn't talk about this. Normally we have kind of conversations beforehand, usually on Friday.
Yeah, but we didn't.
We didn't. We were
just
lazy,
jumped right into
so we
this.
jumped right into this.
And it's
it was
crazy.
kind of surprising.
Madness.
You're so wrong. In everything.
I'm always right.
So wrong.
Sometimes when you're married, you have to realize that you're always wrong. And that your wife is always right, even though you don't think so. Saying yes helps. I mean, I do think so. Of course I think so. That wasn't true.
That's what I thought.
Yes, dear.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. So, if you like this video, please like and subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.